Not be long before we actually heard from the communist known as Colin Kaepernick. The former San Francisco 49ers quarterback gave his thoughts on the outcome of the Breonna Taylor situation yesterday on Twitter. Now, anybody can actually just sit on Twitter, and type whatever they want to. It's not stunning, it's not brave. You can just do whatever you want. But Colin Kaepernick kind of fell in line with the rest of the woke athletes out there. And I don't even know why I'm even calling him an athlete, because he hadn't played in like 3 or 4 years. He's not an athlete anymore. Okay, he's a former athlete. But Colin Kaepernick, man, he is kind of speaking the same stuff all these other woke athletes are saying, and what he's putting out there on Twitter now is wildly dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And it covers some of the stuff that Rose actually talked about yesterday in the video he put up. But this is what Colin Kaepernick had to say about the decision in the Breonna Taylor case. He says, "The white supremacist institution of policing that stole Breonna Taylor's life from us must be abolished for the safety and well-being of our people. Hashtag Breonna Taylor, hashtag say her name, hashtag abolish the police." So there you have it, folks. Colin Kaepernick says he wants the police abolished. And this lines up with what a lot of the other athletes were saying yesterday when this decision was actually laid down. They're calling for the abolishment of the police department.
Well, and this is what I said was coming for years. For years I predicted this. And so, Breonna, say your name. How about coke whore? How about drug slut? How about problem solved? How about see it in hell? And how many black kids did you kill with your drug business, with your criminal degenerate boyfriend? How many black children are dead because of illegal drugs and all the drug pimps and hoes that are in all the black neighborhoods across this country? You remember when we were young kids, I'm 64, we used to watch these really tawdry, cheap cartoons. And there was very little animation in them, so it was like the scene kept repeating itself on a loop. Well, that's Black America. I don't care what city you go to. Detroit, Buffalo, Philadelphia, New York, Memphis. You could sing about it. Everywhere, every black community, same thing. Streets festooned with stoners and criminals, and Kaepernick calls this the police are white institutionalized racists. Hey, Colin, put on a gun and a badge and go down into one of those dark neighborhoods. Go ahead. Let's see how long you survive. You think you're tough, Colin? Let's drop you off in the seedy parts of Oakland at 2 a.m, or 3rd and 125th in New York, or the South Bronx, or any one of a million places, even the obscure places like Newburgh, New York. You'd last about a minute, Colin Kaepernuckle. But you want to abolish the police? Well, here's my rejoinder. Abolish the NFL. Abolish the NBA. And I'm not just being rhetorical. We dumb white taxpayers paid to build these stadiums. I demand that our government gets our money back. I demand it. I demand that our government does not exploit our military by having them do jet flyovers and honor these scumbags. Okay? I don't want to see it. I don't watch anymore, but I don't want to hear about flyovers and the national anthem arguments. Let me tell you something. You people want your own society and your own decrepit, recalcitrant, evil, immoral culture. Well, here's what I say. Salute. Have it. Have it. And all you stupid white people that solicit these sporting events so you could be mocked and clowned and called a racist, well, you're worse than they are. And when I say they, I'm talking about these militant, spoiled brat, baby-ass black athletes that want to stand up for woke and knock the country. So the hell with all of them. You didn't pick cotton. And Colin, you got $250 million to go away from the NFL. 250. I thought I was a pest. Boy, I wish someone would throw money at me to go away. I'll really start creating agita. In the meantime, most of these black athlete punks that worship mama because they don't know who their father is, okay? So they're all kind of sexually confused. Just watch the way they hang all over each other in the NBA, okay? They don't know how to be men. So they're hugging, kissing in public like little girls. But they want to come off like LeBron, like they're tough guys. None of them are tough guys. The Charles Barkley are tough guys, okay? The Shaq O'Neals are tough guys, not just because they're big. They're men. You could tell the men from the little girls. Kobe Bryant, to my amazement, became a man. LeBron's a whiny little bitch boy. That's what he is. And while he bags $250 million a year from Nike, okay, from China, that's right, communist, sneaker slave, Chinese children, Nike. He wants to talk about dispensing justice and equality. Like Michael Jordan, the other demigod among the black people in America. He's a billionaire off the blood of Chinese children and off the blood of black American children who kill each other to get a pair of Air Jordans. And nobody says a thing. And these shameful scumbags at ESPN, these little prostitutes, they go on TV and cry. Right? Oh, this has got to stop, man. It's terrible. You're driving a car wearing a hoodie? I mean, if you listen to like this gentleman here and any black athlete who's a man, especially Jason Whitlock, they can't be repulsed enough watching the Herb Streets and these sycophants from the Cap Cities, ESPN, ABC cabal, dispensing liberalism by the shovelful. They started out with ladles. And I was on the phone with Tim Brando on CBS Sports, and I told him I don't want to see pink on college or pro football uniforms. Football players and pink don't go together. Oh, but it's for breast cancer. Fuck breast cancer. Okay? That's not why I turn on football. I turn on football, to quote Vince Lombardi, for the color and the sport, the game, the culture. And wearing pink with maize and blue or scarlet and gray or scarlet and crimson ain't, or cream, is not why Oklahoma, Alabama, Michigan fans or Ohio State Buckeye fans watch football. And anybody who's over 50-something years old, ask yourself, would Ray Nitschke let anybody put pink on his Green Bay Packers 66 uniform? Never happened. Would anybody go near Dick Butkus and tell him he's got to wear pink on his Bears uniform? Or Mike Curtis? Or Otis Sistrunk? Okay? How about Deacon Jones, my favorite football player from the LA Rams? I'm going to go upside your head. I'm going to slap you and knock you into next week. That was Deacon Jones. They were men. And go look now. Google what they made a year. And they didn't just play football. They went to war every Sunday. It was personal. Not today in professional pussy ball where the rules are so thick they protect athletes. They're assets now. They're not athletes. They're assets. You think, I love Tom Brady, I'm his biggest fan, but I will tell you Tom Brady would have been retired 10 years already if he had played in the 60s and 70s. You didn't play till you were 40 years old. Except one guy, Ken Stabler, because he played for a motorcycle gang called the Oakland Raiders who wouldn't let you touch them, they'd kill you. But you wouldn't see cutie pies like Drew Brees playing into their 40s. Back in 1969, you got killed. Okay, so enough of the caveman talk. The fact of the matter is, it is dishonest at every level. It is today everything but the game. Everything's a social cause, a political stance. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your diatribe. I'm not interested in your philosophy. I don't care about your mama scrubbing floors because Papa was a Rolling Stone and wherever he weighed his hat was his home. I don't care. We've heard the story every week for the last 30 years. And Tyrone didn't have a father, and his mama was a we've heard it all. We've heard it all. That's not football. Football is X's and O's and Johnnies and Joes, not pimps and hoes. So, for all you morons running these professional leagues, you're out of rope, you're out of time. I would tell you to hurry up and dispense of this woke nonsense before it's over, but I will tell you, because I talk to a lot of people, it's already done. So if you're smart, you owners out there, you better start contemplating a new league with new rules and a new philosophy. You know what that philosophy is called? Football, not philosophy.